My advanced relational philosophy helps parents to navigate through those difficult interactions that stem from what I've learned to call hypersensitivity. Now, hypersensitivity is basically like an over exaggerated reaction to stimuli that usually people wouldn't be so upset by. But if you have one of those kids who say cries when the dog barks, or they taste a new food and they super gag and all of that, that means you have a hypersensitive kid. And those are the ones that I'm talking about. Most of the time when you have a hypersensitive kid, they also do this thing that comes from what I've learned to call like the sixth sense, but it's not quite clean with it. But anyway, they do this thing that I call emotion soaking. And that is really, really tapping into or feeling into the feeling energies of other people. So if another person is kind of having a tough day, a rough day, tough time internally, then no matter how they try to respond on the outside, this kid will be tapping right into whatever's happening with you on the inside. And they're going to draw from that energy and become highly reactive to it. So if you're the type who tends to maybe get a little hangry, or when you don't get enough sleep at night, maybe you have a little bit of extra cranky in the background, and you have a kid that tends towards acting out, you may want to take a look at, is there a possibility that some of the internal workings of my own are actually impacting this emotion-soaking kid? Now, this is just some of the stuff that I teach to parents. There's so much more. I'm excited to share with you the 4 steps of the Lafaya Way. I highly recommend that you go into my previous videos where I really get into detail about steps 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's not what I'm doing today. Today, I'm just introducing you to the idea of having a much more peaceful household. If you're interested in learning the techniques that it takes to have better success and greater compliance from your typically maybe kind of oppositional, defiant, annoying, on their own agenda child, then coming to learn from me is the place to be. There are a variety of venues that I work through. I have a Facebook group, Q&A The Lafaya Way, for parents on Fridays at 6 p.m. I highly recommend that you join that. But until you get a chance to learn a little bit more about me, maybe get a little bit of a comfort level with me, then I just invite you. Just take advantage of the education that I'm giving through YouTube. No obligation required there. I'm really excited to work with parents because there is so much unnecessary unhappiness around the world. And it's my job now to teach you how to create your pathways to happiness, the Lafaya Way. I'm looking forward to interacting and teaching you in the future. Until I see you next time, stay you and stay true.